EA Sports. It's in the game.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And
Let's go,
no
fellas.
run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. Blue draw corkers. Now.
Vito Smith, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's right.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right
Go
there.
now.
6
70,
yards on that
Indy.
last play.
Watch
Here's
54,
second
watch
and
54.
4.
I'm on.
Ready, ready.
Second and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian
go.
Burns in there to
60
get
out
him,
more.
and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Five down, stand up in.
Look at me. Go.
Kill, turn up.
All right.
To throw on third down. Harrison And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He's on quite the interception. Rookie had 2 last week. Another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's a linebacker.
How many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same. And he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Mike,
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
At the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now handoff here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got to turnover.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go.
Now they try to right side here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
Points in this situation, 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin
right
their
there.
next
54,
drive. The
Mike.
Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Only gave 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs
50
have
play.
a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Let's
15
go.
yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Ready. 18 Gator.
54.
Go.
Hey, come on, oh. Mike's 54. Mike's
55.
1st and 10.
Let's get off the field,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Got it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated, and the pressure gets to him again. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Nifty move. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the Panthers start 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion, left side.
There we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch twist.
Big River.
On 1st down, it's Logan. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They do not score.
Tough running there.
They
That's
do
a
not score.
hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Check
They'll
56.
come up 2nd and
Focus,
6 now
defense,
from the
focus.
24.
Shoot.
2nd and 6. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle in his own coverage. And it made him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Set, 18 Gator.
Mike's 56.
Took just one play to get all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Greystone travel.
It's 2nd and 8.
Baby, that's baby.
Ready.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith.
Rhino.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Go.
Down.
This offense is
90
locked in
Wolf.
right now.
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up,
Hold on.
get to the end zone real fast.
Keep it with Smith on 1st down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping is
go.
big defensive
10-2
linemen
stop.
will take the bait and move laterally
6-6.
and
Pull
open
it
up
high.
a crease that they can run through.
Go.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half.
On the
I
double.
don't know if you want to keep throwing
right
up
there,
50-50
Mike.
balls when you've had
Guys,
that
game
kind of lack of
situation. Let's
success.
go.
Absolutely, very well could have been a third
Get it.
interception in half number 1. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially.
He's done it.
He's not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
The kicker on for the
And
point
give some
after.
kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice there's such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
It's a short kick, taken to the 15. And some room to work. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So
Come on,
that
fellas.
will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Ready? Right to the 3.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go. Let's do this.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
A good run there off right tackle in the old school NFL
Ready?
football.
Like
The
80.
right side of the
59,
offensive
59.
line, often known as
Yeah,
the
let's get
nasty
sack lunch.
side. The left side, the Tagovailoa side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they've got it
Let's
inside
go,
the 10
boys. Bring it
at
up.
the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
8-yard line.
Set. 180.
Army, Army. Army, Army.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
That's my boy.
A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they won their lead. They were able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have
60
that
yards.
supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Hit it.
A first down carry for Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You got it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just turned it in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 54.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. Let's go.
On second down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
Ready
The
up.
Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Big grip. Big grip.
Off the play fake. Garrison. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think.
Let's go, baby.
At the
Let's go.
6-yard line.
Their own 6-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they can do it anyway. On first down, Graham. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half.
Let's go, Beast. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a hook up downfield on second down.
Come on,
out of
man.
bounds on
Let's
the other
go.
side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
45-yard line.
59.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
We got this.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining. Here before we get to halftime. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Tony Jefferson.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, kind of like the way it is in a football partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
They didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, don't you?
And brought down, but not before they're inside
Here we
the
go.
25.
Here we go.
Give
Here we
him
go.
15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mike, you got nothing today.
On first and 10, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Here we go.
Check, 59.
At the 11-yard
We go.
On first down, Newton. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
They don't want it,
Pick up
son.
there.
They
8 yards on the
don't
first down
want
completion.
it. Keep playing hard,
That's
brother.
tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah,
Let's get
absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make
Mike,
sure they
ready?
don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they
Get in the
normally
weight room.
do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Mike's 59.
They'll try to run for it on first and goal.
Go,
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort
there he is.
there.
Touchdown, baby.
As the
Keep it
first
rolling.
half is winding down. And the Panthers widen their lead. Extra Two-point try, good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
24. Falcons 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Come on, set.
About set to
Lobo.
begin their next
Check
drive. The
56.
Falcons offense
Hang me
at the
up. Here
line.
we go.
Time here for likely one play, then all to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
It certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
Let's go now.
But how will the head
Read.
coach and his staff approach
Here
halftime?
we go.
Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an
All
untimed
day,
play as
baby.
well.
All day.
Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another
There's another
defensive penalty.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards on the turn as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
Set.
The Panthers out there and ready to
Mike is
begin their
59,
next
Mike is
drive. They
59.
built a good
Quit
first
talking
half
about
lead.
it.
Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think
what
they're
I'm
going to do
talking
to
about.
attack
Nice
us in the
hit,
second
boy.
half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some
What we got?
change-ups. We're going to see them pretty good in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Let's go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. White 33.
Check, 59. Watch the run, watch the run.
Newton on first down. He's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they get him down, but
Let's
not
go,
before he
baby.
takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first
First
down.
and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike,
Set. Black 80.
59.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On first down, Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
If this
play.
defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mike the
From
59.
Falcon territory
here we
now,
go.
here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Third quarter, you got the lead. You're not ready to go with a 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Rip left.
They'll try the air now. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
What can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now they try the right side here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
In your city.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
31. Falcons 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some
outlaw.
ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Second down now. It's Logan, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
First, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. There's no pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanted to put it away widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former D.
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Let's go.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that must be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of the day.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Ready, break.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Garrison. And finding the tight end Hooper. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
15 line.
Bunch formation, bunch formation.
Topper!
On third down, Logan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a runaway drive, isn't it? If they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is...
He's got daylight. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
About set to begin their next drive,
Gator.
the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last
Deep
night.
rip.
Field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about.
On the set.
Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Down.
Coming up now on a
60
second and
Pittsburgh.
15 following that sack.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Shoot.
From the gun, Garrison. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 31. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come to my work.
They'll run with Pollard.
No. Off.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Mike,
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Great.
To throw is Newton.
pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond
Hey,
Trufant.
Interception, baby,
Last
all
week
day,
and this
all
week, he's
day.
got a hat
Let's
trick
go.
going because he had
90s
2
Wolf.
interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and
Here we go.
understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Right there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready?
The run only
Change
got
to
a
start.
yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now.
Operating from the gun. Garrison. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my. He put it in. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. Looking to throw. Garrison, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Set. 180.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Following the fumble recovery,
Check.
Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off
Let's
at
go,
the
baby.
15.
Pick 6 all day.
They're
Don't
not
throw
making
my
it
side.
easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Come on, set.
About set to
60
begin their
yards.
next drive. The Falcons
General
offense
West.
at the line.
Come
and the
on.
turnover last time, that's sort of
Hey,
been
that-
symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And now here is another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will score.
Nice job, bro. Keep doing
Touchdown,
it.
Panthers.
Touchdown, baby. I see you over there.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead.
Panthers 52. Falcons 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard
Come on, fellas.
line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The score speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the back and let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of the defense.
You're a nice man. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Get it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be
70,
3rd down.
Indy.
Mike, 54. Here it comes. Here it comes.
5.
From the gun, Garrison. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby.
That right now,
Sack, baby.
that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this
Ready,
team has
ready.
been thoroughly beaten
60
right
outlaw.
from the word go.
They're already
can't believe
slim.
they let you
Hopes
play.
are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Check 26, 20.
Now moving on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's all we want.
That's it, baby.
Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Panthers 59, Falcons 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Ready,
An
ready.
incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Deep grip, deep grip.
The carry is Logan, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because
ready.
they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Right. Alert! Alert! 3 down, 3 down.
Shoot.
From the gun on third down. Garrison. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us,
Shaq
baby.
Thompson
Every
making
time.
his
It's a
presence
sack.
felt
Come
on the
on,
sack.
dog.
7 yards.
No move to get the
Pretty
offense
big.
off the field. Despite
56.
failing once,
You
they're going
ain't
to go
going
again
nowhere.
here on fourth down.
Here we go,
So
here
it's
we go.
Falcon football as we
15
welcome
line,
you back.
15 line.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway.
That's it, baby.
15
We gonna
yards,
work.
first down Atlanta.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my
18
awe
Gator.
about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves
Now.
have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tagginess to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those
Let's go,
gloves.
baby.
to
Let's
see if
go.
they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A gain of
15 yards, first down
First
Atlanta.
down, Falcons.
Let's go.
This
60
quarterback now
Pittsburgh.
just 6 of 16 through the air, but he
check me
does
out,
have a
check me out.
first and 10 here.
Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, Garrison. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there
Got
to
it.
break it up.
Hey, seam
After the
6.
incomplete
Seam
pass
6.
here now is second and 10.
Right on.
Throwing again, Garrison. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Ready.
This
Ready.
Carolina offense
Mike is
at the
59,
line, ready
Mike
to
is
go.
59.
And a few
They're not
kneel
ready
downs
for
should
this.
just about do it. And defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but
Y'all
very
playing
little
the
reation to
wrong
use them at
football.
this point.
Deuce,
And they're
deuce,
going to stop
deuce,
him right
deuce.
at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found
Yeah,
whatsoever.
baby.
Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Ready.
And they take a knee.
Newton on the keeper.
Set. Ready. Black 80.
Check, 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Today's final score, Panthers.
Charles, it's
59.
one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the
13.
amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?